Newish people.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right. Welcome to the annual meeting of Mid Sussex District Council. This meeting is the start of a new council year. If you could all stand, please, for the opening prayer to be read by Vice Chairman, Councillor Henwood.
O Lord, grant us courage to strive for what is right and good, courtesy to listen to those of different opinion. Strengthen us through difficulties and pressures, and guide us in our deliberations, so that we may act in the interests of all in your district, and grant us peace in our world. To the glory of your holy name. Amen.
Right. The next item on the agenda is to appoint the Chairman and Vice Chairman, and I'll hand over to the Chief Officer, Catherine Hall, who will introduce these proceedings.
Thank you, Chairman. So the first thing we need to do this municipal year is appoint a new chairman for the council. So I'd like to ask if there are any nominations, please. Councillor Eggleston.
Thank you, Catherine. I'd like to nominate Councillor Rodney Jackson as Chairman of the Council.
Thank you. And do you have a seconder? Councillor Bennett.
Thank you. I would like to second Councillor Jackson.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations? No? Councillor Jackson, are you prepared to serve?
Yeah, I'm pleased to serve for another year, yes.
Thank you. So members, could we put this to the vote, please, using your screens? Well, I can see that that's carried 45 votes for, no abstentions and no one against. So congratulations, Councillor Jackson.
Right, thank you, and I accept that role. Okay, we now move to the appointment of the Vice Chairman. Proposers? Councillor Hussain?
Yes, I would like to nominate Councillor Janice Henwood for Vice Chair.
Right. And a seconder, Councillor Bashir?
I would like to second this.
Are there any further nominations from the floor? Right. Will you be happy to prepare to carry on as Vice Chairman?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, well, I direct members to vote using their touchpads.
Oh, that's interesting. Voted for myself, of course.
Right, if I result that as 47 in favour, no abstention, none against, so Vice Chairman, are you prepared to accept that role?
Yes, thank you.
Right, thank you. Okay, moving on to the next item on the agenda, to receive declarations of interest. Are there any declarations of interest on any matter on the agenda? I see none. So we'll move on to item 4, Chairman's announcements. Over the last sort of 5 or 6 weeks, I've had quite a few interesting visits and the like. The first, of course, I'll mention is the opening of the Queen Victoria's Jubilee Fountain, which has been refurbished at East Grinstead High Street. That was very interesting because I had a whole series of Year 3 primary school children from the local primary school who opened, or 2 people from that opened or cut the ribbon, and then all the children paraded past that with replaceable or reusable plastic bottles and filled it with tap water, making it quite clear to the children that using reusable plastic is a good thing and tap water is good to drink. Went to the Little Hampton where the town mayor was retiring after his year of office, and it was a sort of like a thank you celebration by the town mayor. That was quite interesting. A long way to go, Little Hampton, but very interesting. We had a trip to the Bluebell Railway where they opened a Pullman carriage which was fitted with a lift and have disability access, so disabled people can also benefit from that. And of course, we also had a little trip on the train with us some refreshments up to East Grinstead and back down to Sheffield Park. We had handed out medals at Hayward Heath for part of the Mid-Sussex Marathon event. I was present at the opening of Fursfield Manor. That's a new care home for residents in Sayers Common, built to a very, very high standard, and it's the top end of care homes. It's rather a luxury place. It looked a very splendid place, but I imagine it's quite expensive to live there. And finally, at yesterday, myself and a number of councillors visited Gatwick Airport. We were told about the importance Gatwick Airport was and the things they were doing to reduce noise and pollution. And we also had a trip in a coach around on airside, so we went underneath aircraft wings and all around the various sites, looking at the things like the fire station, the fuel depot, and the maintenance sheds and all the rest of it. A very, very interesting trip, and I think it was enjoyed by all who were there. We were represented not mid-Sussex, but also Mole Valley, Crawley, Horsham. The surrounding district councils were also there had our ears bent by the Gatwick Airport authorities. So that was very interesting. I'd like also to announce that on D-Day 80 celebrations, national events will be taking place on the 6th of June. Councillors are invited to both watch live coverage of the UK event in Portsmouth and to mark the evening beacon lighting at 9:15 p.m. And finally, I'd like to remind councillors you are invited to join me for refreshments following the meeting this evening in the committee room. Okay, we'll now move to item 5. To note the members appointed to the Cabinet. I invite Councillor Eccleston to speak on this.
Thank you, Chairman. Firstly, I'd just like to congratulate Councillors Gary Marsh and Councillor Jim Knight on their leadership roles in the Conservative group, and also Councillors Matthew Cornish and Jenny Edwards into their leadership roles in the Green Group, and I look forward to working with the four of you over the next 12 months. I'm not proposing any changes to the Cabinet or any changes to the portfolios of the Cabinet members. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Councillor Eggleston. Now move to item 6, to receive the report of the Monitoring Officer on the political balance, which will determine the balances in the various committees. As there's been no change in membership of the council since last year, the actual committees remain the same in terms of the number balance, the party balance. I propose that we receive that report.
And I second that, Chairman.
Are there any comments on this particular issue from the floor? I see none, so I'll therefore direct you to vote receiving this report by using your touchpad. Okay, I see that I'll declare the voting is complete. 47 votes in favour, no abstentions, none against. I then move to item 7 on the agenda, programme of meetings 2024 to 2025, which have been published earlier. I propose we accept the programme of meetings.
And I second that, Chairman.
Are there any comments from the floor on the programme of meetings?
No.
I see none. I would direct members then to vote on accepting this programme for 24-25.
It's not on the screen yet, we can't see it.
Okay, it says here Jane will.
Yes, you can't see what you can see. Just
Oh, okay, right. So the voting we have here, 46 in favour, no abstentions, none against. So that is accepted.
Change to 47.
Oh,
Somebody was late.
Thomas Lane. 4700, yes. Okay. We now move to item 8, to remove and approve the nominations and appointments to committees for 24-25. I propose these nominations.
And I second them, Chairman.
Any debate on the nominations to the committees? I see none. So therefore, we will vote using our electronic system on whether we receive that.
If you just wait till it comes on the big screen and then Jen will read it for you.
Right.
So that's been approved with 46 votes and 1 abstention.
Right, thank you very much. Then we move to item 9, representative on outside bodies. The list has been published. I propose we accept that list.
I second that list,
Are
Chairman.
there any comments on the representatives on outside bodies? No, I see none. So therefore, I'll ask you to vote again.
That's been approved with 47 votes.
Okay, thank you very much. And so that is the finish of the agenda for tonight. So,
Item 10.
oh, sorry, item 10. Sorry. Item 2, how is it going? Item 10, appointment of representatives to the Independent Remuneration Panel from the 1st of June 2024. Again, I propose those appointments.
And I second them, Chairman.
Are there any debate on the appointments to the Independent Remuneration Panel? Okay, so therefore, after the vote again.
Again, that's been approved unanimously.
Right, thank you very much. So that's the final item on the agenda. So I'll just invite you for refreshments to be held in the committee room after the. Well, there we are.
But you can't do that next time.